Alex wants to change life seriously this time, which feels convincing, because Alex also wanted serious change very recently. That moment arrived with motivation, confidence, and a notes app opened dramatically, waiting to feel useful. Alex wrote a plan that looked organized, ambitious, and productive before effort or discomfort appeared. Nothing had happened yet, but Alex already felt progress, which motivation loves to simulate early. This is when motivation enters confidently, sounding supportive, energetic, and strangely trustworthy. Motivation says, "This time is different," without mentioning how often that sentence has failed before. Alex believes motivation again, because motivation sounds reliable before responsibility enters the room. Motivation behaves like a helpful friend who volunteers eagerly, then disappears quietly during heavy work. Motivation feels exciting and powerful, but consistency has never been its strongest quality. Alex waits to feel ready, energized, aligned, and fully prepared before starting anything meaningful. The perfect moment Alex waits for is extremely busy and has stopped replying completely. So Alex chooses tomorrow, because tomorrow feels responsible, and avoids starting today uncomfortably. Tomorrow becomes Monday. Monday becomes next month. And next month feels safely distant. Alex begins wondering if something is wrong internally, because starting feels easy but continuing feels impossible. Alex is not lazy, broken, or lacking ambition, despite what motivational content often implies. Alex is simply using motivation to solve a problem motivation cannot solve. Habits do not run on excitement, emotional speeches, or short bursts of inspiration. Habits run on something quieter, less dramatic, and far more consistent. Alex decides effort must be missing and chooses discipline as the next strategy. Discipline sounds mature, impressive, and painful enough to feel correct. For a few days, discipline works surprisingly well, which convinces Alex everything is fixed. Then, life appears quietly, uninterested in Alex's plan or personal growth timeline. Work becomes busy, energy drops, and notifications arrive with perfect, inconvenient timing. The habit suddenly feels heavy, optional, and easy to postpone without guilt. Alex watches other people stay consistent effortlessly and wonders why habits exhaust Alex emotionally. Those people do not look motivated or heroic. They simply perform habits without negotiation. This confuses Alex deeply, because effort was supposed to be the missing ingredient. Alex adds more effort logically, expecting effort to finally fix the problem. The habit breaks again, because effort was never the real issue. The real problem lives deeper, quieter, and untouched by effort or motivation. The real problem is identity, which controls behavior without announcing itself. Alex says, "I want to exercise," which sounds reasonable to anyone listening. Identity replies calmly, "I'm not a fitness person," ending the discussion immediately. Alex says, "I want to write daily," hoping repetition might overpower resistance. Identity responds politely, "I'm not a writer," without needing explanation. Alex says, "I want to wake early," trying a different habit this time. Identity responds instantly, "I'm a night owl," with impressive consistency. Identity never argues or negotiates. Identity simply decides what feels normal. Identity always wins quietly, through repetition and internal comfort. Every action Alex takes becomes a vote for identity, even when unnoticed. Skipping habits strengthens identity, while consistency slowly weakens old beliefs. Alex has been changing actions and goals while identity remained untouched. Behavior follows identity silently, and results follow behavior afterward. Changing habits without identity change is like arguing with a reflection instead of the mirror. Alex keeps chasing goals because goals feel exciting, impressive, and socially acceptable. Goals disappear when motivation disappears, but identity patiently remains. Something shifts quietly inside Alex. Without excitement or dramatic realization, Alex stops asking what to achieve and starts asking who to become instead. That question feels heavier, slower, and more honest than any goal before. Alex sits with the question quietly, because who to become feels heavier than any checklist ever written. Goals suddenly feel loud, while identity feels calm, patient, and uncomfortable in a useful way. Alex realizes goals chase outcomes, but identity quietly controls behavior long before outcomes appear. Alex wanted to run, but never became a runner, which explains why running always felt temporary. Alex wanted to write, but never became a writer, which explains why writing felt optional. Alex wanted early mornings, but never changed identity, which explains why alarms felt negotiable. This realization removes motivation as the villain, which leaves Alex with fewer excuses available. Identity works differently than goals, because identity listens to evidence, not intention. Identity ignores plans, speeches, and promises, but watches actions closely. Every small action Alex takes becomes evidence, even when the action feels insignificant. Alex begins to understand that habits are not tasks, but votes for identity. One workout is not about fitness. It is a vote for becoming a fitness-oriented person. One written page is not about productivity. It is a vote for becoming a writer. One early morning is not about discipline. It is a vote for becoming consistent. Identity does not require dramatic change. Identity prefers believable evidence. Big actions trigger resistance, because identity protects what feels familiar. Small actions feel harmless, which allows identity to accept them quietly. Alex learns that habits should be small enough to avoid internal debate. 2 minutes feels manageable, which is why 2 minutes repeats. One page feels safe, which is why one page works. Alex stops trying to impress a future version of life and focuses on today. Consistency feels boring, but boring feels believable to identity. Identity trusts boring actions more than dramatic promises. Alex notices habits becoming slightly easier without motivation increasing. Alex does not feel transformed. Alex feels normal, which is exactly the point. Normal behaviors do not require emotional preparation. Normal behaviors simply match identity. Alex begins identifying as someone who shows up, not someone who waits. This identity feels calm, realistic, and sustainable. Alex finally understands why some people stay consistent effortlessly. They are not trying harder. They are simply being who they already believe they are. Alex feels confident about identity now, which is nice, but daily life still manages to sabotage progress efficiently. Even with good intentions, habits face distractions, friction, and extremely persuasive phone notifications. Alex finally notices something obvious that was ignored for years. Some habits fail not because Alex lacks discipline, but because the environment quietly works against Alex. Environment never shouts, motivates, or lectures. Environment simply decides what feels easy. When junk food sits on the table, junk food wins without needing encouragement. When the phone lies nearby, focus loses quietly before Alex realizes a decision happened. When running shoes hide in a cupboard, the couch suddenly feels supportive and understanding. Alex used to blame willpower, because blaming willpower feels personal and dramatic. Willpower is innocent here and deeply tired of taking responsibility for bad design. Willpower is limited, predictable, and easily exhausted, especially by modern environments. Environment, however, never gets tired, distracted, or emotionally overwhelmed. Environment works constantly, shaping behavior without asking permission. Alex realizes discipline is not about pushing harder. It is about removing obstacles. Most people do not lack discipline. They live inside poorly designed environments. This realization is uncomfortable, because effort is no longer the main excuse. Alex stops asking how to force habits and starts asking how to make habits easier. Easier habits repeat more often, which identity appreciates greatly. Alex makes small changes that feel almost too simple to matter. Alex places the phone in another room instead of trusting self-control. Alex places a book on the desk instead of relying on memory. Alex leaves running shoes visible instead of hiding them behind excuses. Alex does not feel motivated or inspired after these changes. The habit still happens, which feels suspiciously effective. Design works quietly, without applause, suffering, or motivational speeches. Alex understands that good habits should be easy, and bad habits inconvenient. Systems are simply environments repeated often enough to feel normal. Systems remove daily negotiation, which removes emotional exhaustion. Alex stops arguing internally and starts following the path of least resistance. This feels less heroic, but far more reliable. Alex realizes discipline is not about strength. Discipline is about not needing strength every day. After a few quiet weeks, Alex notices something unusual. And the unusual part is how ordinary everything feels. There is no dramatic transformation, no announcement, and no emotional soundtrack playing in the background. Alex is not excited, not energized, and not overwhelmed by progress. Alex is simply showing up, which feels calm and strangely sustainable. This calmness is confusing because change was expected to feel intense and heroic. Motivational culture promised fireworks, breakthroughs, and emotional highs. Real change arrives quietly and forgets to make noise. Real change feels boring, steady, and almost invisible while it is working. Alex realizes boring is not a flaw. Boring is the strategy. Boring habits repeat easily, and repetition is exactly what identity trusts. Alex no longer negotiates internally every day because the habit already fits identity. There is no argument to win, no motivation to summon, and no discipline to force. The habit happens because it feels normal. Normal behavior does not require inspiration or emotional preparation. Normal behavior simply belongs in daily life. Alex also notices missed days no longer feel catastrophic. Missing once feels human, not like failure. Returning feels natural, because identity no longer depends on perfection. Consistency does not mean never failing. Consistency means returning without drama. This removes guilt, which removes pressure, which makes returning easier. Alex feels lighter now, not because life is easier, but because expectations are clearer. There is no rush, no deadline, and no imaginary perfect version waiting ahead. Alex understands habits are not about becoming impressive. Habits are about becoming reliable. Reliable people do not feel motivated every day. Reliable people build systems that carry them forward quietly. Alex sees the full picture clearly now. Motivation starts habits. Identity sustains habits. Systems protect habits. When these align, habits stop feeling heavy. They feel automatic, boring, and peaceful. Motivation will return someday, because motivation always does. Alex no longer waits. Alex shows up anyway. That changes everything.